This is a demonstration on how to use the RAIDA Tester version 2. This is something I posted on Skype on February 7th, 2017. It has two components. It has the EXE, and this version of the tester was written so that it should run on all computers, and so it's a little less nicer than the newer or the older versions, but it works on everything that is Windows. It also comes with a testcoin.stack. If you take a look inside of this, you'll see that it's in the common stack format. So this is part of the API, and you can really put any coin in here. So if you have any cloud coin, you can put it in here and use that. So let's go ahead and start it up. It doesn't need any kind of special permissions to run. When it opens up, it says that this is open source and part of the Cloud Coin Consortium, and that we do not guarantee any faults, defects, errors, and of course you must have a .stack file, testcoin.stack, in the same folder. We have 5 different commands and then quit. The first one is echo. If we put it into echo mode, then we can test each server in the RAIDA individually. So one at a time. So I'm testing RAIDA 0, and it comes back and it says that it is ready. So this is a JSON string, and it says server is RAIDA 0, status is ready, message up, detection agents ready to detect, authenticity. So this is the older way, and it shows that RAIDA 0 does not have the newer echo scripts on it. Because if they have newer, here's number 1, it does have the newer scripts on, and so instead of returning all of this information, it just returns one word, ready. And you'll see that we have a request and we have a response. So here was the request, and then here was the response, just ready. If for some reason the server does not work, it's not up, and I think right now RAIDA 20 is not up. Okay, RAIDA 20 is up. Let me just check if RAIDA 9 is up. Okay, probably every server is up. Usually they are up. But if they are down, you will see it turn red. So it'll be red and it'll say fail. And you know that you cannot contact that server right now. To get out of echo mode or any mode, you want to type in 25. And now we can go into a different mode. We'll go into detect mode. In detect mode, we're asked which RAIDA we want to detect, and we're basically finding out if the RAIDA server is able to authenticate a cloud coin, if it's able to say pass or fail on a cloud coin. And so I'm going to start with RAIDA 0, and it comes back and it's green and it says pass. And I can see the request that was sent to the server. This is a GET string, HTTP, or say HTTPS. And I can see the response, which shows me that it's authentic. And this is the older version of the response. If I look at RAIDA 1, it's probably the more modern version. Here we have the request, which looks the same, but the response just says one word, pass. And so that's a lot less bandwidth for that. We could go through and test all of our servers, and I have a feeling that, here this one had a problem. So RAIDA 9, when I checked it, it came back and it said that the remote server returned error code 530. So for whatever reason, RAIDA 20 is not detecting right now. Okay, let's take a look at some other modes. So I'm going to type in 25. That'll get me out of detect mode, and I can go into get ticket mode. So your clients will have to get tickets in order to fix fracked coins. And the way that this works is that your RAIDA has trusted servers that are all around it. If we put them in a block logically, all of the servers that are around them are trusted. However, your server requires a triad of them. And there's 4 different triads. They need 3 servers working together. This is the number 1 corner, number 2 corner, number 3 corner, and number 4 corner. And so you need to get 3 tickets, and your server needs to be able to give those tickets out to other people. So to check that functionality, I'm going to go ahead and check RAIDA's zeros. It came back. Here's the request, and here's the response. It says ticket. And so it's got this random number that it gets out, and that's the ticket. I can check number 9. 9 worked. Check RAIDA 20. 20 came back empty, and so that had an error. That ticket's not working right now. We'll go ahead and escape out of this mode by typing in 25. Now I can go into hints mode. So hint mode is when your RAIDA talks to other RAIDAs. And so the way that we test it is we, number one, get a ticket from ourself, and then we go ahead and ask ourselves for the ticket. So I'll go ahead and check this. It wants to know again which RAIDA we want to test. I'm going to test RAIDA 9. And when I test it, it comes back and says green. It did get a ticket, and it did give out the hint, and it took 1 millisecond. So this is the hint that was sent. What this hint is a very simple response. It says the serial number divided by a colon and then the number of milliseconds. So it said that that ticket was good for serial number 127083, and it took and that ticket is 1 second old. The tickets are generally allowed to only be 15 seconds old before they start failing. Okay, I can go ahead and test another server. Also test number 3, and that is good itself. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and escape out of here by typing in 25, and we'll go to fix. So fix is the hardest one to test because there's 4 different fixes. You have 1 fix for every corner that you must pass in order to be good. Now the fixes depend on your trusted servers. So if one of the servers is down, you're not going to be able to fix using that corner. And so if I'm trying to fix using corner 1 and one of the servers down, then we'll try number 2. If that fails, we automatically try number 3, and so on. We keep trying them until we find a triad that works. So I'm going to go ahead and try to test ones that I think are not going to work. Like number 3 is not working right now. And I'll try the upper left-hand corner. When I test that, first it starts by going out and getting 3 tickets, which it did successfully. And then it sent the request, this is the request right here, to RAIDA 3 to fix itself using all these 3 tickets. And it came back and it said fail. It says trust. Server 12 is not, I'm sorry, server 22 is not trusted. So if we look up here, we can see that one of these tickets came from RAIDA 22, and RAIDA 22 was not trusted by the server, so it did not repair. So we have an error here in that the server should trust number 22, but it's not trusting server number 22. Okay, let's take a look at server number 9. So RAIDA number 9 will check the number 1 corner, and we can see that it was able to get 3 tickets, but it came back and it said get address information failed. So what's happening here is that the server RAIDA 9 is trying to go out and contact its trusted servers, but when it tries to find their IP address, it can't, and so it fails. And so this number 9 needs to be able to have DNS access so that it can resolve the trusted servers around it and be able to talk to them. Okay, let's take a look at another one, and that is RAIDA 13. So which triad we're going to use? Number 1. So here RAIDA 13 is able to get the tickets. That's good. And but it had a problem. When it tried to talk to RAIDA 12, it got a response 403 forbidden. So RAIDA 12 did not answer its hit request. Instead, it gave RAIDA 13 a forbidden. Let's try to fix RAIDA 13 using another corner. So we'll try just tried the same one. Let me try a different one, number 2. Okay, it's able to get the tickets again, and this time it's successful. So now we got success, and that means that it's good fixing on the second one. If we were to try to fix it on number 3, we would see that that would fail because it also requires the help of RAIDA 12. But if we tried number 4, the fourth corner, that would work. And so here's our tracking list, and we can see the RAIDA number and what it's getting. And so we can see that this RAIDA 13 was blocked by 12. Now let's take a look at the new project that I'm trying to finish today, and I'll probably give this to everybody. But it creates an HTML page in which it'll check all of the servers. It actually is going to create a whole site, and it'll test them all at once, and then you can just look through and you can see what's working and what's not. Here I can see that when I did this test, RAIDA failed. It's now working. RAIDA 20 failed. I can see that it is now working, but if I look at the request, I can see what was sent to that server, and then I can see the response. It was error 530. Alright, so that is how to use the RAIDA Tester version 2. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I'm going to go ahead and quit. Alright.